to the banks of the Mississippi River. Simmons Bank Liberty Stadium in Memphis, home to the Memphis Tigers. As we'll see a squad from Conference USA, the Marshall Thundering Herd, taking on the 25th ranked team in the land, the Memphis Tigers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Memphis will kick it off to get us underway. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. So the Marshall Thundering Herd will go on offense first to start this game. But Jesse, it's always fun to see a guy who's been challenged, see if he can answer the bell and get things done.
Well, we talked to him this week, and he knows that people are out there questioning him. I think that leaves a big chip on his shoulder, Dave. He wants to prove to the entire college football world he's got what it takes to win this football game. This is a big test for him.
And here's the thing, proving it is one thing, Jesse, but it's not about you. And this is a team game. Obviously, the quarterback position is so dependent on others' success, but play within yourself, make those plays, don't make the big mistakes.
He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19, give him one.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those five guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those five offensive linemen.
A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Marshall back at it with another 1st and 10. Gives it on the option, fighting off the defender. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, it's Ward. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Marshall will be forced to punt. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. He'll field the punt and take it back. So Memphis offense will try to get something started with their first possession. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game is the ball never touched the ground, David. It is amazing. And it wasn't that he was so accurate throwing the ball deep down the field. It's just that the ball was always going to the open guy. He did a really good job checking it down, taking the profit when it wasn't open downfield. That kept the offense on schedule. That's really important for this offense today.
And when you're watching him as a defensive player and coming to this football game, man, you know this is going to be a challenge. I better get pressure on this guy. If I let him feel comfortable, you'll see another day like last week. I mean, that dude was accurate. Almost every ball was caught. They were in rhythm. They're going to have to find some creative ways to get him off his spots and make him feel uncomfortable.
Guys, let's talk about Memphis. They've jumped to the top of the conference standings. Now the trick is finding a way to stay there.
Well, and that's your goal to start the season. It's always about the conference first.
And the rush will get to him at the 25. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone.
Picked off. That's number 15 on the year. Looking for more room. The 20. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. And here's the thing, that's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
He'll do it himself. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Marshall!
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Pass mistakes and still on his feet. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll give it to him again. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. The Tigers come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
They punt it away on 4th down. And a precision punt there will pin them deep inside their own 10-yard line. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. A long way to go for this offense. Makes the grab. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That was a nice catch right near the line of scrimmage. Man, you want to get some yak after the catch and try to make a play, but that defense was right on him. Got him on the ground too quick.
Makes the grab on the left. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
You just can't hit the quarterback like that. The defender got caught red-handed. You want to be physical with the quarterback, but you can't give up those roughing the passer penalties. It's 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Ward. Makes the catch. How about the little toss out to the fullback to give him a touch?
And you said little toss because they're not trying to throw bombs to the fullback. This is a guy that's going to be more of a possession wide receiver, but if you can depend on him and he can catch the football consistently, you can get those little gains, those positive gains, and keep the defense in the off balance.
Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
I like the mitts, the big fella coming in with the catch. Hey, running a little bit of a route, showing a little wiggle, getting open, throwing the football. That's when he catch it, big fella.
Rush is on him. He'll try to do it himself. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could. The Thundering Herd to the line, facing a 2nd and short.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Snags it over the middle. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. It's a draw. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
And oftentimes running backs love draw plays because there's less traffic in front of them. The offensive line is selling pass, the quarterback's selling pass. They don't get the handoff until the very last possible second. So the D-line's rushed away upfield, and now it's so much easier for these backs to find their holes and pick their lanes.
Looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Trying to pound it in. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
And a sack all the way back at the 5.
On that RPO, the QB is just trying to keep it himself and see if he can get the 1st down, but nothing doing. He wasn't able to spring free, just too much speed defensively, and now it sets up 4th down.
Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive, and they'll push that lead out a little further.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
He'll bring it out. It's Webb. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. They'll move the wide receiver. Trying to get the corner. Past the 1st down marker and still running. Rumbles up to the 27 before going out of bounds, and the running game gets it done there. They'll put it in play from the 27, 1st down. Looking for a man. It's Chambers. Throws for the tight end. A strike downfield. Stopped at the 42, but he got 15 yards on the play.
Yeah, this defense is going to have a plan for this tight end, especially when he lines up in the slot, because there's a lot of different routes he can run, and because of his size and his wingspan, he's very, very difficult to cover.
He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Fires to the right. It's complete. At the 35, he's loose. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Tiger. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And back in the day, you used to line up and your tight end was a blocker and you threw it to him short. Now, these guys are being so dynamic in space and so athletic. Now they can make big, huge plays for your offense and put points on the board in a hurry.
On the move from inside his 5. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Looking for room. It's Harper. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the 1st quarter. To throw, it's Ward. And the pass falls incomplete, and we are through 1 quarter. While we're only through 1, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Beebe. He's going to have enough to pick up the 1st down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Looking to throw on 1st down. Catch in the middle. It's Beebe. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. So, Jesse, they're able to connect on the crossing route against the zone. You run that pattern against that coverage. What do you have to keep in mind?
Well, the receiver needs to know where the soft spot is in the defense so he can gear himself down. And the quarterback, Reese, has to play with great timing. Because if he's too early or too late on the throw, that might get picked.
This Marshall offense putting together a nice drive. QB draw. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
The defense really gets it. They understand what's going on. The quarterback is a threat to run the football. I have to understand that. It changes the way I play defense. Am I going to have more speed on the field? Whatever I do, I got to make sure I do what they did right there. Focus on the QB, lock in, and make sure he doesn't beat me.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't hit any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31 and a big pickup on that one. Rides to back and leaves it. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 3, but he is inside the 30 to the 29. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Scanning the field, it's Ward. Oh, they're after him. Snagged in the middle, it's Harper. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. And so you got a guy who makes a play downfield like that. How anxious do you think they're going to be to continue in man coverage?
Yeah, I don't know, Reese. They're going to need a plan. They're going to maybe want to think about more zone coverage or maybe even bracketing this running back if he decides to come out of the backfield, because right now they don't seem to have an answer for him.
3rd and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, 3rd and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team fully comfortable throwing the football, and you see why. Easy pitch, easy catch, first down.
The give to the fullback. Tried to fight his way forward, but he didn't even make it back to the line of scrimmage. Sometimes you try to fool the defense with the fullback. Not fooled there.
Well, you better block. Goodness gracious, that's supposed to be a quick hitter, get me a few short yards, and there was nowhere to hit it. They just got hit in the backfield and brought the big fella down quickly.
Gets it out quickly. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
So it's 3rd and long, and this quarterback right now has got to be expecting pressure. So you want to know where your hot routes are. You got to know where your best one-on-one matchup is. But understand this: we're still in the first half. If the defense gets you, tip of the cap, you can take a sack, punting the football.
And that ball is intercepted at the goal line. Going the other way, and he's got room. They'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. Man, what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
The run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure.
Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Great place to start for this offense. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. Marshall comes to the line facing 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Ward. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
And a penalty flag comes in as that one falls incomplete, but this is going to be a positive play for the offense. Defense with pass interference coming.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
As a defense, you hate to let them move the chains on a penalty, but that's what they did. It's 1st and 10. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass. Makes the grab. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw? You got a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, 1st down.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. They're working that left side. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The marker rests at the 39, and that's what they need here on 3rd down. They'll run play action. Right down the middle. Wide open downfield. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's 1st down at the 27. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. From the gun, running back on the move. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. Back to throw, it's Chambers. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Got his man on the right. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a 1st down in the red zone at the 14. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on 1st down. He's got it. And he was pushing for that goal line, but the knee stopped him at the 2. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. This offense can get a jolt of momentum headed to the locker room if they can take the lead here. Going for 6. Touchdown, Tiger! Quick strike through the air for the score.
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw on first down. He's got an open man. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Marshall quick to the line. Wants to go up top on first down. Trying to beat the D deep. Snags it inside the 20. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Thundering Herd.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, while we have a moment, let's peek in on what's going on in a big one in the American. Rutgers is currently ahead in this one. The folks in Piscataway have been in a frenzy all week, but they're in the birthplace of college football. This one is close. They're up by just 1 over West Virginia. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this clash in the American you should know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And it's incomplete. Good play downfield by the DB.
Pedal to the metal right now for this offense. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns. Here on their 3rd possession, they're still taking shots way down the field, and why not? Give the defense credit finally. Something good happens for them to get the incompletion, but if I'm this quarterback, I'm still throwing it deep.
He'll take another shot here. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Bringing it back. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
It's so nice to see defenders squeeze that pigskin. A lot of times, in great position, you see them there to make the play, but there's a reason they play defense. Not this time. Great job securing the interception.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
Setting up the screen. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, 2 quarters down, and I've got to say, this has been a fun watch so far in Memphis. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true 3-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and then the deep ball. He is a problem, and I don't think this defense has the solution. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas at Simmons Bank Liberty Stadium.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Webb. He's brought down to the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree. So it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football Palmer out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. They're going to ride this running back. Really nice job creating his own space, running with attitude. He's up to the 37-yard line. And the Tigers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking to pass. It's Chambers. Finds a tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
They bring him down, but not before he picks up a Memphis first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Use the play fake, now to throw. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. Now the play fake. Fires to the wideout. He almost had another one. They've already picked off 3 and just a hair away from number 4 there. Memphis will be forced to punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And that is just about a perfect punt as he pins them deep inside the 10-yard line. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Give to the running back. Finds a little bit of room, picks up 4 out to the 13.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Got him downfield. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Blasted as he lets it go. Oh, he had him right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on 1st down. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. This is a designed run. He has the 1st and still on his feet. Stopped at the 42, but he got 15 yards on the play.
And now you just completely flipped how I play defense. I'm not really worried about the quarterback running the football. I'm like, okay, he's number 3 or 4 on my list of who I think can beat me. But now he does that. Now it puts it in the back of my mind. I got to think about it. I got to stay home. I got to stay disciplined. That's a curveball by the offense.
Man, that D-tackle has an explosive first step. He shot right out of his stance. He was in the backfield, and he was able to make the tackle for loss.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Off the play fake. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Casey. And an absolutely fearless tackle. Giving up size, still got him on the turf.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
The Thundering Herd trying to dial one up to convert on 3rd down. To the air, it's Morton. Pucks it out of the air. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well.
Big tight end makes the grab. 1st down, still on his feet. Knocked down immediately, but they couldn't stop him from getting the big gainer to the 30. Marshall back at it with another 1st and 10. He'll keep it himself. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17. The Thundering Herd was stuck with some tough field position, but now a chance to get a drive going. Now on the option. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
I think a lot of quarterbacks like those defenses that will be passive and let it slowly develop. Now, this defense, you can tell, they were aggressive and attacking, and it really paid off.
They go to the ground. Plows through the defense. Not a lot of movement on that one. The defense in position.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Fires into the end zone. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to... Turning it on! Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
They created a lot of breathing room with that first play of the drive. Now first down from the 39. To the ground. He's got it again. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick.
Gashing the knee on the right. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. These guys have staggered around a little bit in this one. It would be a really good time to get things going if they want to hold off the upset bid.
But they're the favorite for a reason, Reese, and they've got the playmakers on the field. They're only one play away from completely changing the momentum in this game. So the underdog, David, they've got to keep playing at a high level.
And they're the underdogs for a reason. So they've got to have some things go their way. They got to catch some breaks. And all they want to do, continue to fight, continue to hang around as long as possible and stay within a play or stay within some kind of big game-changing momentum play.
Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. To throw, it's Chambers. Firing to the right, complete. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6.
These are simple routes, the drag routes that go across the field, but they actually can turn into huge plays. You see all the speed on the outside and out, wide receiver. You get in his hands quick, he can go make a play, make one guy miss, and maybe next time.
And he'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on the defense, declined, and the touchdown stands. hand with the extra point. They take a 21-17 lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the American. Rutgers is currently ahead in this one. The folks in Piscataway have been in a frenzy all week, but they're in the birthplace of college football. This one is close. They're up by 7 over West Virginia. Ought to be fun, fellas, to see how things play out in this notable matchup in the American.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Leaves it with the running back. Punches ahead, they'll give him a yard to the 13.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Marshall comes to the line facing 3rd and long. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Caught behind the line. It's Thompson. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. He'll field the punt. Makes a move. And they finally run him out of bounds. A huge gain to wrap up the 3rd quarter, and this defense will start the 4th on its heels. We've reached the break, and Memphis is holding on to the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Single back formation, and they give it to him. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. The Tigers, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Dropping back, it's Chambers. Under fire. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Oh, the offense just not able to come up with that. You knew that was going to be a bang-bang play, right? They're taking a shot into the end zone. That's going to have to be a contested catch on the back end, but he wasn't able to come up with it because of the hit.
And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
Zone coverage that time, and the cornerback, a nice job with his eyes. He's watching the quarterback. He sees the ball thrown, so he knows exactly when to break on it. He's able to break it up for an incompletion.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. After the miss, the lead is still 4.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Out of the gun, to give to the back. They'll knock him down after a 6-yard gain to the 27.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, go get positive yardage.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking for a gap. It's Harper. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great team defense on that one. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D-linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. Then it's the next play that you have to play instead of just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job of keeping that guy in the pocket.
And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Trying play action. Fires to the tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
The Thundering Herd faces a 3rd and short. And the quarterback will take a sack back in the 36. The punt team makes its way onto the field.
And it's been a long day for this offense. If you can't protect your quarterback, it's hard to be successful. That's the 5th sack they have given up. The offensive coordinator has no answers, and this defense has been flying around.
Memphis has the ball back, and the offense ready to go to work. A blown opportunity, missing that short field goal on the last drive, and now they'll try to put something on the board here. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Quick release by the QB. And it'll be a pickup of 9. They're facing a 3rd and 1.
I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Memphis will send the punt team onto the field. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Special teams coming through as they pin him back. They'll mark it dead at the 10. Marshall takes over the ball. The Thundering Herd offense coming out. And this quarterback has had a less than stellar game. And I think it's fair to say that the corner and the rest of it breaks into the open. Got enough for the first. Brought down at the 21, but a really big play there to pick up 10. Ball spotted at the 21. It's first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Turns it loose. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And this offense is just, they've struggled to get in a rhythm. And I like they take a shot down the field, but interested to see how they can maybe get some easy completions for this quarterback and get him in a little bit of a rhythm.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
I'll tell you, on defense, these linebackers are trained not just to stop the run, but to go out and cover in space and make tackles in the open field. That linebacker shows you all of his skill set there.
Looking for a man. It's Morton. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Coming through with that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. Marshall quick to the line.
Well, this guy's having a day. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's running. He just seems to always be getting open, and his quarterback is taking notice. He's looking his way. Nice job there, throwing in time, getting it to him in space and allowing him to go to work. This is turning into a very nice statistical day for this wide receiver.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Grabbed behind the line. It's Casey. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The crowd elevating its energy, willing this defense to get a stop on this big 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Here comes the heat. He's going to take off. And he tried to make something happen with his feet, but they stopped him short, and it'll bring up a 4th down. Marshall will be forced to punt. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today. Can't hang on. He muffs it.
Kick interference. Kicking team.
A special teams penalty cost the D 15 yards as we start this drive. This game is so close to being salted away if the offense can just run out the clock. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
The defense, obviously, at this point is trailing. They need to get the football back. They're expecting run. They know the offense is going to try and bleed the clock, so you've got to be good at the point of attack. They were.
There he goes. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. After that huge play, they've now got it inside the 30. It's 1st and 10. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Memphis coming to the line with a fresh set of downs. On the move. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
No gain on the play. Brings up.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Power football with the run. He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Memphis. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. And they haven't got the outing they had hoped for from this junior quarterback. The passing game's really been ineffective. They just haven't been able to generate explosive plays. Got out of trouble and throws. Fires into traffic, picked off. That's the way this defense wanted to wrap it up. Make a play themselves, finish off the game, and the offense can kneel it out from here.
Great play by the defense, and they're expecting this, right? In a 2-minute situation, they've got a 2-possession lead. They got a lot of DBs out on the field, and everybody's eyes are just on the quarterback. They're all seeing it thrown, and they're breaking on the ball, and they come away with a nice interception.
You see all this movement in football now, all the stem in the defensive line. They're sliding right before the snap, creating confusion for the offensive line. Then they're moving back and stunting. Really good job by the defense. Continue to move, continue to stunt, continue to get in the backfield and make this life hard on this running back.
The Tigers line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Motion from the wideout. They'll try to run for it. Just across the 20 with a 1st down at the 19.
Well, no real mystery there, and I think this coaching staff has a lot of confidence in their offensive line to get the push needed to give that back just a big enough crease to fall forward and get the first.
And it's so hard. My room for error is so small when I'm a defensive line. Like, I got to get off the ball as fast as I can and try to get some form of penetration. Just stop that ball from going north-south.